Hello, Facebook people. This is Friday Conversations with my Black people. This is your girl, Davisha L Johnson, your host. We are getting ourselves prepared on this other Facebook Live, so just bear with me a minute. Today is Friday Conversations with my Black people. It is April 17th, and we are talking about gold. So if you are interested in gold trading, if you are interested in finding out what the gold commodities exchange market looks like, this is real gold, people, like actual gold. So as all of you Black people are getting your stimulus checks, and there's a lot of groups out there that like to collaborate their funds. So I want to give a shout out to Laban King with the New Black Wall Street. He is one of those groups that collaborates their funds together to do investments. And as Black people, as we're getting our stimulus checks, I need you to think about that. And so today we're going to talk to a gentleman from Ghana. He is in Ghana currently. His name is Michael Vanderpool. He is the president of MNC Logistics and Trading. They do gold trading in Ghana. So as you all know, Ghana is the Gold Coast of Africa. So he's going to be talking about gold. We're talking about gold bars. And what I will do is I will post the videos that he has on his page. He also has a Facebook page. It's MNC Group, M&C Group on Facebook. And as I'm getting this live, you can watch me live here on Davisha L Johnson, or you can watch me on the DL Johnson Consulting Agency page, of which we're about to go live now. And I want you guys to pay attention to what Mr. Vanderpool says. He is going to be talking to us live from Ghana. He's in Accra. So he is one of the sponsors of the Georgia African Connection Week that we had here in Atlanta. So I just want to welcome everyone again to Friday Conversations with my Black people. This is your host, Davisha L Johnson, and we're going to be talking with Mr. Vanderpool in Accra, Ghana about gold. So without further ado, I want to introduce our Friday guest for Friday Conversations with my Black people, Mr. Michael Vanderpool. Are you there?
Yeah, hi, Davisha, I'm here.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, everyone. I'm doing very well.
Good. So as you say, Akwaba, correct?
Yeah, sure, Akwaba, yeah.
Good. So I want you to introduce yourself. I kind of promoted you in to talk about your company. We're talking about MNC Group Logistics and Trading, or MNC Logistics and Trading. And you can talk about yourself and kind of give us an introduction of what it is you do, and specifically the gold section of your many groups of companies.
Oh, okay. Anyway, basically, MNC group of companies, we're into real estate development, also minerals and commodity trading, as well as consultancy. We have our offices in the UAE, in Hong Kong, China, South Africa, across Europe, and Cameroon, where we do farming, and we're looking at opening in a lot of parts of the states. Like we haven't yet decided, but we're still looking.
In Atlanta, Georgia, right?
For gold, you said?
In Atlanta, Georgia, right?
Yeah, Atlanta is also on the options, but we're yet to decide on where to go.
Okay.
And it's interesting when you're doing gold, and everywhere you go with clients you meet up with, everybody's complaining about having lost money here and there.
Right.
With gold, and I basically keep telling them that gold is the best form of investment. In fact, gold has more value than cash.
Right.
Okay, but you have to follow the right procedures. You don't expect to go buy gold at half the world market price from a remote place in Africa and think that you are like making a kill.
Right.
You have to go gradually and step by step. So the best people who do gold and those who make gold profitable for them are those who go for at least appreciable interest. For instance, if you are getting about 5% discounts on LME for a pre-finance option is the best.
Okay, hold on, Michael. So for those of you that don't know, we're talking to Michael Vanderpool in Ghana about gold. Can you just back up and explain, because you're talking very, very high level. So these conversations we're having with Black folks, can we start with what type of quantities of gold are we talking about, and then what are the terminologies that you're talking about? Talk to us in very basic language, like we've never done gold trading before, and what the buy-ins and things like that are. Right.
Okay. Sorry about that. All right. Basically, I was just looking about like the first time investor
Right.
in gold.
Right.
When you're looking at this, you've been starting with a kilo of gold.
A kilo.
Right? When you go a kilo of gold, just 1 kilo of gold, because gold is measured in ounces, and 37 ounces make 1 kilo.
Okay.
But in Ghana, and I'm sure most of you might know, that Ghana used to be called the Gold Coast, and it wasn't called the Gold Coast just for nothing.
Right.
Because 80% to 90% of the land has gold, is said to have gold in it, and have the richest kind of gold belts.
Okay.
In Ghana.
So 90% of the land in Ghana has some particles of gold in it.
80 to 90%, exactly.
So when you're walking on the ground outside, you're stepping on gold.
You're stepping on gold, but you cannot pick it because you don't even know where the gold is.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, and the regulator is the Minerals Commission.
Okay.
So if you want to do a DD on any institution or individual who does gold, the regulator is the Minerals Commission.
Okay.
So you get your license from the Minerals Commission either as a trader or as a miner, and we have different categories of mining. For the locals, we have the artisanal mining, which is the small scale, and it's normally for Ghanaians, pure, only. And then we have the medium and then the large scale, where we do the rock mining, we do alluvial, stuff like that. Alluvial is normally has to do with the riverbeds.
Okay.
The surface mining, so basically. And the average gold we get from Ghana is actually 22 plus. For those of you who don't know, the highest purity of gold is 24 karat.
Right.
Okay, and that is 99.99.
Okay.
So 22 karat is actually about 92 to 94% purity.
Okay.
Okay, that can be also refined, but on the average, what we have in Ghana is between 22 to 23% karat.
Okay. So between 22, so
basically,
for all of you in America that buy these 24 karat gold chains at the shopping malls and at the jewelry store, he's talking about the carats of percentages of gold. So 22 to 23 carats is typical in Ghana of the 24, which is the purest form of gold, right?
Yeah, of course. And the gold price is fixed in UK by the London Metal Exchange, and they fix it based on 24 carats, which is 99.99.
Got it.
So you work out the pricing from there. So gold price is actually fixed, and so you can know the price. It's not like gold price in Atlanta is different from gold price in Congo or in Ghana. No, it's still the same.
Okay.
Because that's where we do. I mean, the purity, and that's what most people don't get.
Right.
Because if you think that you get gold cheaper in Africa, it's a lie. The only thing is you can get gold cheaper in Africa if you pre-finance the miner.
Okay. So gold is the same price everywhere. It's only the illusion of being cheaper in Ghana because people are pre-financing the people that are actually going to get the gold.
Perfect. So somebody pre-finances the miner, gets it at maybe 25% discount, and comes to sell to you at premium.
Yeah, right.
Because when you go to any jewelry shop, if you're going to buy a ring, you see they do some calculations. You can choose it, and after the calculation, just say, okay, it's $18,000. You wonder, how come this is just this small thing? Yeah, because they look at the carats and the purity, and they calculate it based on the world market price, and they work out your value for you.
Okay. So the purity, the pricing, all of that is set and fixed. So it sounds like the best way for somebody that wants to invest in gold in general is to pre-finance the miners, and those are the people that you have access to in Ghana. How do they do that?
Yeah,
they come through your
so what
company?
You do is you look for, they work through, most of them work through our company. You look for a licensed gold exporter. First, always make sure whoever you're dealing with is being regulated. For instance, MNC has a license and is being regulated by Minerals Commission. So you take your time and do your DD and realize that, they are in the good books of Minerals Commission.
Right.
Then you go through them, sign a contract, notarize a contract, give them the money in advance, and then they put the schedule on it. So if they are delivering, for instance, MNC, we do a minimum is 25 kilos for the pre-finance, and we do monthly orders for a period of minimum 6 months.
Okay.
But we also work with banking instruments.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, we also work with banking instruments. So what we do is, because of our credibility, we have banks or monetizers
Mm-hmm.
who are ready to monetize instruments from our clients.
Okay.
And give us money, a loan, so that we can supply.
Right.
Because it's always about a trust issue. Somebody, okay, what if I give you money and you don't bring it?
Right.
And somebody says, what if I give you my gold and the money doesn't come? Because it happens too.
So how do you get around that? Just deal with MNC logistics and trading, and that's it. You'll be
perfect.
fine.
Take your time, do your GD, deal with MNC, and start with what you are comfortable with.
Okay.
When I get a chance to go on platform, I say, start with what you are comfortable with. Because people will not tell you the truth. Somebody called me and said, I hear you're selling gold at $18,000 in Ghana. I said, like, everybody will be wealthy.
Right.
Yeah, because gold price as of this morning is $54,000.
So as of this morning, gold on the market right now is $54,000 for a kilo.
Per kilo.
So what is that for those of us that don't know what the regular price was before COVID-19? What was the regular price?
Gold keeps appreciating every time. There's not like a regular price.
Okay,
before COVID-19, before COVID-19, gold was about 48, 47.
Okay.
But now it's even picking up because a lot more people want to invest in gold rather than in cash. Because if you have money in the bank or you have instruments, they're not doing anything for you.
Right.
Yeah, right now the best form of investment is gold.
So because of the current climate and COVID-19, when a lot of people are talking about, there's a lot of people on this show that are getting these stimulus checks. So here in the South especially, there's a large problem with just black people being able to invest collaboratively. So if 10 people got $5,000 together, a roundabout, they can buy a kilo of gold per se. And then what does it look like for the turnaround after COVID-19? Or does that even matter?
Yeah, for now we're still shipping. We're making arrangements. Those huge buyers are still bringing flights to come and pick up. People are picking up 200, 300 kilos of gold, even in the COVID-19, because they have their funds. They send their money across.
Right.
And we're buying and then sending it to them. Okay. Now, like if a group of people want to do, what you have to do now, this is the time. Because by the time this COVID thing is all over, the world will not be the same. Everything will be different.
Right.
And it's going to be for those who have money because the price is going to shoot up.
Right.
Gold price is going to be because the more demand will be on gold.
Right.
Because it will take time for stocks to build up. So during that whole period, everybody want to have their money in gold. Because gold will be appreciated.
Right.
It keeps appreciating every time.
Right.
So now is the best time to buy when people have difficulty in sending money. Banks have skeletal staff, so they take a longer time to process your request.
Right.
Okay. So what you have to do is the smart people don't look at what is happening. They look at the positives after what they can get.
Right.
So if you have $1 million sitting there saying that COVID, somebody is buying gold with that money, turning it around. So if you buy it now, you can even get about 10% discount during this period.
Okay.
Which you're going to appreciate it. Yeah, which you appreciate it. Which is going to appreciate for you when this whole, maybe in a month or two time, when this whole thing will be about stable.
Right.
About stabilizing.
So for those of you that are just tuning in, we are talking to Michael Vanderpool of MNC Group of Companies. We're talking about gold with his company, MNC Logistics and Trading. This is Friday Conversations with My Black People. We are talking about those of you that are here getting stimulus checks. Stimulus checks started hitting people's bank accounts last week. If you had direct deposit, it went straight into your bank account. If you did not have direct deposit, you can go on the irs.gov website and put in your banking information and get your money. So those of you single mothers that are at home, that you're getting a check for you and your 4 or 5 children, and you're getting a couple stacks, $4,000 or $5,000, and you have 10 girlfriends, you can get together and come up with $50,000. Or if you have your own bank account and you have a bunch of money in there sitting around, $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, and you want to get into the gold trading industry right now, what Michael Vanderpool just said is that you can get some discounts. Gold is cheap right now. Well, it's not cheap, but the price of gold is low right now. So after this is over, it's going to shoot up, and you basically can get a nice return on your money. So, Michael, tell those people that are just now tuning in and those that have been listening, how do they connect with you? Like, what's the first step they need to do if they have their money right now? Do they call you? What is the process? What does that look like?
Step by step. You don't call me and give me money. No.
Right.
You go through our website. you get to info@mnclogisticsandtrading.com.
Okay.
Send your inquiry. Well, the office will definitely respond to you and give you all the procedures, give you all our certificates and everything, our licenses. And we ask you to do a DD.
And a DD is due diligence, correct?
Yes, due diligence, yeah. And then when you are comfortable, we'll sign a contract. No matter how small it is, we'll still sign a contract because money is changing hands.
Right.
And then we'll deliver to you. Then we start the trading. And we welcome you to the MNC family.
So what is that process? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what is the process? Just first send an email to inquiry, info@mnclogisticsandtrading.
Okay, so the first step is to send an email to info@mnclogisticsandtrading.
Yeah, inquiry. And then let us know what your inquiry is about. How do you start this? Because we're going to respond to you with a standard email with our registration forms and everything. We have registration forms. We have a KYC on every client.
Right.
So we have registration forms and then our licenses, and send it back to you. When you verify them and you're okay, you fill the forms and send it back to us. Then we give you a contract. No matter how small, whether it's 1 kilo, 3 kilos, 2 kilos, 5 kilos, 100 kilos, we still sign a contract with you.
Okay.
So try the contract, and then we start with the supply.
Okay, so when you say you start with the supply, for those of us that have never dealt in this arena before, and we go through that particular process, when you say that you start the supply, what does that mean? How does that process go?
So before you do gold transactions, you need to identify a refinery.
Okay.
That will receive. In your country, there are laws. Every country has laws that govern every particular trade. Whether you're doing oil, whether you're doing minerals, whether you're doing consultancy, you need to have some regulators. So they have the refinery. So you need to open an account with the refinery. For instance, you have a refinery in Atlanta and you want to do gold, because it's the refinery that is going to confirm the purity and the carat of the gold that will be sent to you.
Okay.
Because if I give you gold right now, you don't know the value of it.
Right.
Unless you take it to maybe a jewelry shop for them to check for you, or a refinery. So we normally export to a refinery.
Okay.
So once we give you, you have to be registered with the refinery, or you can tell the refinery to receive the gold on your behalf. Or you look for a licensed gold trader in your community who can receive the gold on your behalf, so that we can export the gold to them directly. There's Brinks in the States. Brinks does that for international logistics and trading.
Okay.
Brinks that D4S. We have Brinks, we have G4S, we have TransGuard. I've just mentioned by a few.
Okay, so you already have contacts in these institutions in the United States that you can refer people to?
Yes, of course. We have.
Okay.
Yes, we have. We normally assist our clients.
Okay.
Based on, because some have not even done gold before.
Right.
They don't even know how to go about it.
Right.
So we guide them step by step, the ABC of gold trading. And we're actually coming up with some series and seasoned episodes on minerals. And once it's ready, we'll shoot it to you so that you can send it to your clients. Give you the ABC of gold trading.
Awesome.
Give you the ABC of gold trading.
So once the gold gets,
are working on it.
Once the gold gets here to the U.S., the refinery, and they verify the purity of the gold, then what happens?
Do you know what? Doing the good thing, you can actually sell to the refinery at premium.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. So what you're saying is that we can go through your company, follow this process. You will ship us the gold, and the refinery that is receiving that gold to find out how much the purity is, we can just sell it to them directly and put a tax on it.
Of course, the refineries need the gold. That is why they have a refinery.
So hence, people, for those of you in the back that weren't listening,
exactly.
this is called gold trading.
So you just tell the refinery that you have gold coming in, you want to sell to them, so you sign with them. The gold comes, they take the purity and they pay you. And you take
hold on, because this is what I need to know, because I think this conversation is important for all us street hustlers and black boys out there. So for all of you that have money buried in your backyard or in the walls of your house, and you know who I'm talking to, and people, go tell those people that aren't listening right now, you know who they are. Go tell them those 10 G's and or 100 G's that you have that you're sitting on waiting to drop your next album. What this man just said is that you can go flip this gold to the same person that is verifying the purity for you without having to take it to the street or anywhere else. It's a direct sale. That's what he's telling you. So go through MNC Logistics and Trading and buy your gold, and you can trade it, aka sell it, to the refiner in your local community without, I'm assuming, without even touching it at this point, correct?
Is it without what?
Without even coming across the gold or touching it or having to take it somewhere else.
No, you sell it directly unless
Right.
you want to refine it to 24 and keep it for yourself.
I don't think anybody's gonna.
Yeah, you have an option. You have an option to also refine it to 24 because those who have more money, in fact, the wealthy people actually, you cannot say you are wealthy when you have only money.
Right.
Cash is not money. It's not
Right.
wealth. They have gold. What keeps the currency of a country or what makes an economy move is their gold reserves.
Right.
China has huge gold reserves. A pound. The British have huge gold reserves. That's why the pound keeps running like that.
Okay.
So of course, even in the States, you have huge gold reserves. So it's not just about the cash; it's the gold reserve that you have.
Right.
Okay. Because at any point in time, you can walk in and trade it, and they still make money.
That is true.
You know, basically, even if you have small earrings, gold earrings, or gold rings, and you are broke, you're so broke. Just pick it up, just get to the corner, get to the jewelry shop.
Right.
Right. Check it and they just give you cash. Yeah.
Right. He's talking real stuff, y'all. So this is Friday Conversations with My Black People, and what Michael Vanderpool just said is for all of you that are broke and go to the pawn shop and pawn your TVs. If you have 24 karat gold necklaces that you bought for that video shoot you were doing and you're broke, you take those to the We Buy Gold. Why do you think there's all these We Buy Gold places in the hood? Let's think about this, black people. As you're getting your stimulus checks, as you're thinking about entering that same money back into the U.S. economy, I need you to think about your hashtag PlanB and going to info@mnclogisticsandtrading.com and sending in your inquiry about getting some gold from Mr. Vanderpool and using that gold to directly sell to the refiner over here. If you want some cash, or you need to keep your gold and further refine it, because as he said, cash ain't ruling the world. It's gold. And in Ghana, there's plenty of it, and he can supply it to you, but you need to get your coins together. So as you're getting these stimulus checks and you're talking to your friends about what are we going to do with this extra money, I need you, black people, I need you all to think hard and strong about what this man is telling you about purchasing gold, actual gold, and not going to trade it in and make it down to some jewelry and this and the third. You need to keep these gold bars, 1 kilo gold bars, in your reserves, so when something else like this pops off, you have some money which is going to be in gold to trade to feed your family. So as we wrap up in these last couple of minutes, I want you to tell the people all of your contact information. He has some great videos showing the process, where they can find you on Facebook, any social media platforms. Spell out your email and your website.
All right, so I just want to let everybody know that investment in gold is real.
Right.
And you can find us on Facebook on MNC Group 1, Instagram on MNC Group, Instagram on MNC Group, Twitter MNC Group, LinkedIn MNC Group, and our our head office is in Ghana. You can go to any of our offices across the group. You go to mncgroupgh.com. It will give you all the companies that we have. And you should know that investment, you never fail to invest for a rainy day, because whatever is happening, those who have invested before the COVID are still very comfortable.
Right.
They don't even panic.
Right.
And don't think that you need big money to invest. You start little by little.
Right.
Because little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. I wish everybody safety in this pandemic. Just follow the rules by your various governments, and let's pray for a safe world and a safe environment. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it, Michael. I appreciate you coming on the show today, and I will see you when I return to Ghana as soon as they open up these airports, so I can get myself into this gold market.
You're always welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bye-bye. So that, everybody, was Michael Vanderpool with MNC Group Global, group of global companies. He is currently in Accra, Ghana, and he was talking to us about gold trading. So I learned a lot today on this show. I had no idea that what I'm going to say to you black people, because I'm talking to my black people, so this is what I'm going to say to y'all. What he just said to me sounded like the dope game. And let me just be real with y'all. Okay, as we wrap up the last 5 minutes of this show. So for those of you that have not been watching, this is your host, Davisha L Johnson. You are on Friday Conversations with My Black People. And what we have been talking about today is gold trading. So I'm gonna break this down to the folks in the hoods that have these cash reserves in your walls of your house, or in the backyard under the doghouse. Whatever that guap is, you can be doing the same thing you do on the streets in this game, where you're taking these penitentiary chances for you to go get these large sums of money and all this work and all your other people that you have employed. You can take a fraction of that money that you're sitting on, and you can go to mncgroupgh.com. That is the website for you to get a kilo, a brick, aka a brick of gold. I'm speaking to you this slowly because I need you black people to really understand what I'm saying to you. It's too many of our black men out in these streets hustling, and they are intelligent, smart people because they have whole business enterprises. But right now, during COVID-19, these folks ain't playing with you. Your president ain't playing with you. So I need you to get a hashtag PlanB. And right now, and for forever in a day, gold has backed the economy. Period. The SBA didn't got no more money. They said they don't have any more money. As of yesterday, they're not giving out any more money. Now, you tell me how the U.S. government and the Federal Reserve, being a separate entity from the government, ain't got no more money. Guess what they have? They have a whole bunch of gold in the Federal Reserve, people. Learn the game. Go get your money, go get your coins together, and go buy some gold. A brick, a kilo of gold right now is $54,000. That's 10 of your friends with a little more than 5 stacks. Y'all spend that at Magic City. Let's just be real about it. Y'all spending that on Prada and Gucci clothes, bags, and this, that, and the third. Don't play with it. COVID-19 should be teaching you right now in America, my black people, that you ain't on their priority list. Whether it comes to keeping you alive or keeping money in your pocket or food on your table or a roof over your head, they not worried about you. So I need all of you that are watching on the DL Johnson Consulting Agency page and the Davisha L Johnson Facebook page to get your coins together. I will put all the links to the websites and the social media posts in both of these social media Facebook Lives. I will put this direct information on YouTube. $54,000 will buy you a brick of gold. An actual brick. Not those cartoon ones that say 24 karat gold on the side. I'm going to show you these videos. They're actually gold. He showed you the smelting process when they're melting it down to make the brick, all of that. You can go on his Facebook page, MNC Group Global. But get your coins together, black people. Get your coins together and go to mncgroupgh.com. Go through the process. Send an email to info@mnclogisticsandtrading.com. Tell them that you were on Friday Conversations with My Black People with Davisha L Johnson, and you are interested in the process. Even if you don't have the money now, if you need time to collect your friends together to get the money together, I need all of you to have a brick. If the brick costs right now 54 stacks, let's just have a basic conversation. If it costs 54 stacks right now, and after COVID-19, it goes up to 80, that's like you going to buy a kilo of something else, you know what I'm talking about, or a pound of something else, you know what I'm talking about, and flipping that. Like you people out there that your baby mama or your girlfriend be getting their income tax money, and you go say, hey, let me hold that so I can go flip it. You know what I'm talking about, black people. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Those people. Those are the people that I'm talking to right now. While you out there taking these penitentiary chances and flipping this other stuff on the street, you could be flipping gold and in the big boy game. So get your shit together. Excuse my language, because I know there's people watching this all over the world. Get your ish together, black people. Get your coins and your money together. Go buy you some gold and join us on Monday for Friday or Monday Conversations with My Black People. We're going to be talking about digital marketing. But while you're thinking about this over the weekend and you waiting on that check to come in, and one more thing, while you waiting on that check to come in or you've gotten this check, before you decide to go invest it anywhere, Walmart is waiting for y'all. They're waiting to sell you these flat screen TVs and these car stereos and all these other things. They're going to be having huge online sales for stuff like it's Black Friday. Save your money, black people. Hashtag don't spend it. What you need to spend it on is you need to go buy a $99 Chromebook for your child, or one of each for your children. You need to go spend $299 or $250 at Walmart if you just have to buy something and you're impulsive and the money's burning a hole in your pocket with that $1,200 you got, or that $2,700 or the $4,000 you got for having kids in your household. Go buy you a laptop. You got free internet right now. You people know who I'm talking to. And if it's not you on here, share this with somebody that you know needs to hear this. Go buy your child a Chromebook for $99 and go buy yourself a laptop. Those are two things that you can use now and after COVID-19, and you can get these kids off the phone from using all your data while they're at home all day. And they can have something for the future, and you can then use that laptop to go to mncgroupgh.com to find out how you can start this process and getting you some gold. It is 10:30. I appreciate y'all. Happy Friday. This has been Friday Conversations with My Black People. This is your host, Davisha L Johnson. Tune in on Monday at 10 a.m. So we're talking about digital marketing and how you can make some money from at home. While those of you that have those laptops that I just said, go buy you a laptop if you're going to buy something from Walmart today with that stimulus check. But stay black, black people. See y'all Monday.